teacher at the Foreign Language Development Organization. Both are from Venezuela, or Venezuela, because the B is supposed to sound like a B.
That is great. Oh my gosh, you know already the rules.
You have to know the rules. I used to get in real trouble with my Spanish teacher for that. He said, well, he didn't teach me the Spanish word for dance, but I had to probably learn it on my own. But just to give the basic information on this camp, it's going to be held from next Tuesday to the 30th of August, so from the 21st to the 30th of August. Registration is being taken up right now. It continues today, tomorrow, and Friday from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. The camp is based at 9 Hamilton Street in Woodbrook. And for information, you can call at 731-9175 or 746-4554. Ruth Albornoz, or Auntie, or should I say Tia Albornoz, since we're talking Spanish. We shouldn't say Auntie, we should say Tia.
Wow, but you're very good at that.
Well,
do you have children?
Yes, I do.
Well, that's good.
They know it better than me. So I leave it up to them. But you conducted a camp like this in Tobago last year. How did that go, and why have you decided to have the camp now in Trinidad?
The last 2 years we did it in Tobago. That was with another organization, and it was also an NGO. It was nice. It was very good. The experience is excellent. People in Tobago are very nice. We really have a very good time. And this time it was Trinidad because, of course, I mean, we are here. Why not doing it here, right? And the main thing was we see now that with the implementation of the Spanish is from 2004, but we still do not see that implementation. I am an instructor at UTT. I'm a Spanish instructor 1. And UTT is training the teachers to teach Spanish at primary school, and we're doing it, and that is going very, very well. But still, we have 2 batches of students who graduated, and they are in the field already, but we still do not see. We'll see it in the long run, not yet. And we decided to do it like just to give, a moment to the Trinidadians to be confident about this.
So, Tia Mayuri, you tell me, I mean, you're from just across the water in Venezuela, from Caracas. Does it surprise you that in Trinidad and Tobago, which is so close to South America, that we don't speak Spanish?
Yeah, it's shocking for me.
And you're one of the tutors. You're going to be involved in this program for children ages 5 to 10. Is that the correct group to be targeting to get them familiar with Spanish?
Yes.
How difficult is it to get people to learn Spanish in a country like ours?
Well, listen, I think it's more difficult for an adult to learn Spanish than for a child. My daughter is only 4 years old, and she speaks both languages very well. No problem. So I think the right time is when they're born.
Is it about is it about exposure? Because I mean, one of my brothers-in-law is from Guatemala, and his children speak Spanish and English, and they take to it naturally. Should we be starting a lot earlier? I understand the value of this camp, but shouldn't we be starting a lot earlier to expose our children, virtually from toddlers coming out of the crib?
That is the idea. That is the idea, because research has shown that is what we need as early as possible. People say, but it cannot be. I mean, how? Even some parents that have been, registering the children, they have been saying, but how come everything is Spanish, but they don't know anything? That is the right moment when you tell your children that age is excellent. Even they have been calling for children 3 and 4. That is excellent. They don't question you about anything. They just go. And if they are going to learn it in the context, that's what we always say. They are going to be singing, having games, embracing the language. Because what is the problem when they get into Form 1, Form 2? They hate it, and when they already have a negative attitude, it's horrible for everyone. It's not just children. It's not just secondary schoolers. When you hate or when you have that attitude, that negative attitude towards something, not just language, towards something, you block yourself. So for them, the idea is to remember how good, how nice, how fun it feels to learn Spanish.
Mario Fori, do you find that there's a sort of like, what should I say, arrogance by those who speak English, and maybe vice versa, where people who speak Spanish say, well, I don't need to learn English because so much of the world is Spanish speaking, and then English speakers say, well, the whole world does business in English. How do you, I mean, you're dealing with children now, but when you talk to adults, and maybe you might explain that, a lot of business opportunities can open up to you if you speak Spanish. What do they tell you?
Well, okay, well, I don't know. for example, I spend time in Europe, and for me it's very common to say a child for 5 years old, and they can speak probably 3 or 4 languages without no problem. So I think this is like a taboo in this side of the world for us to learn a second language, and it's like a big boon. But of course, as soon you get a next language, it's a big opportunity for you, because it's not only one, it's two.
Exactly, and Ruth Albornoz, what are these children going to be exposed to at the camp? Again, you're targeting 5 to 10. It's going to be from Tuesday to the 30th of August. It's basically 9 days, well 10 days, 21st to the 30th. What are they going to be exposed to?
We structured the camp in a way that they are going to be exposed to 4 countries. We decided 4 countries. It is Colombia, Chile, Venezuela, and Panama, right? So they're going to be learning the cultural aspects of it. And we are going to divide them in 3 groups. So according to the ages, they're going to be doing different things. They're going to do games. They're going to do songs. We are going to integrate subjects like arts, sports, right? So people say, well, but how are you going to do? I mean, if they're already doing something, right, and they're going to learn how to prepare, I don't know, a kite or do something with their hands. So the funny thing about it is if they are learning the colors, so let's learn it one time in Spanish. They have previous knowledge. Previous knowledge is that they know that in their own language. So we will just transfer that into a new language. That's how we're going to do it. With the songs, games, and theater is going to be for the big ones, or conversational role plays, for them to really develop what they have learned in secondary school. That's how we're going to do it. And also the embassies play a huge role here, because they're going to be bringing the cultural aspect, how to do or prepare a meal, the music, how to do a dance like merengue, salsa, how to prepare something that is, from that country. Those kind of things that get us excited, because you agree. And also that I always say, parents, please do not ask the child, what did you learn today? Because they are not going to. Now, you as a parent say, hola, buenos días, ¿cómo estás? They will reply to that. You understand? Or, ¿qué quieres de comer? And of course, they will answer with a song, with a game. That is the way we're going to target.
And so is it Colombia, Chile, who else?
Panama and Venezuela.
And then you must have Venezuela, because Venezuela.
And the ambassador, of course, she says yes, and she's always supporting.
One of the things we should learn in Trinidad and Tobago in the media, by the way, how to spell Colombia, because you often see people put C-O-L-U.
Yeah, no, yes, all the time.
Doesn't that drive you crazy? I mean, I don't want. We probably don't want to be criticizing the Trinidad and Tobago media, but we have a problem with spelling in this part as well. Colombia, people. C-O-L-O. Colombia. Columbia is like British Columbia, or the District of Columbia, Washington, D.C., that sort of thing. Oh, get it right. I mean, we have people that talk Spanish, we can't even speak English properly. But when you have these sessions, Mario Rifori, are they going to be totally in Spanish? Is everything going to be about Spanish?
Everything is in Spanish. I think we get a lot of help from body language, and they will follow instruction. Everything will be full Spanish for them.
Is that going to present a problem, for example, because I know in the same way with English and with any other language, there are different dialects. There are slight differences in pronunciation, or what people would call proper grammatical Spanish. Would that present a problem for children, for example, if they learn whether it's the Spanish dialect of Colombia or Venezuela or wherever, that when they have to do Form 1 Spanish, they end up getting things wrong because they've learned something differently?
No. It will not. It will not be a problem. It's okay. Let's go to say. I like to speak with samples.
Yes.
You can speak with the Guyanese.
Yeah.
Right. You can speak with the Jamaican.
Yes.
Right. That's it. You can communicate each other, right? So exactly, it's the same thing in Spanish. I can speak with somebody from Cuba or Dominican Republic, and we will understand each other very well.
We have varieties, right?
Yeah,
but then we try to get like a standard. So what we select. So what is, for example, plantain for us? If we say plátano is the same thing in Spain, right? Plátano is banana for them in Spain. Guineo is in Dominican Republic. Cambur is in Venezuela. And banana is the standard, the common thing. And that's what we try, because we're not going to get the children crazy with every single thing.
Right.
So we just gather the information that is the standard for all of them, right? but they will know that we have varieties, but we always select one that is going to be easier for them.
So if I go and do, my children are past this age right now, they're almost bigger than me. But if children were to come to the camp and learn certain words and phrases and so on, and next thing you know, they go to their Form 1 exam and ask them to, what is the Spanish word for so and so? And they use maybe a dialect version and they get it wrong. Could they come and blame you for teaching them the wrong
No,
thing?
they cannot blame me. They're going to thank all of us because they learned something else. They will learn from the Spanish teacher that they have in Form 1. Oh, this is the standard way, or this is the other way. But my teacher in the camp taught me this. So the child will know more, will be in advance to those who are learning in the Form 1 or 2.
We're going to take a break very shortly. We'll come back with our discussion with our two guests in relation to the appreciation of Spanish as a foreign language. In fact, it probably shouldn't be considered as, because one of the issues in Trinidad and Tobago, I always remember Dave Elcock was telling this story about parang, which is very popular here in Trinidad and Tobago. A lot of what we think of as being Spanish is not really Spanish. It's a sort of a dialect sort of thing, because a parang band went to Puerto Rico a while back, and they said, well, whatever all you're singing, it ain't Spanish. It's something totally different. But again, we continue our discussion with our two guests. We're talking about the chance for your children to learn Spanish in this 10-day camp that begins on Tuesday. We'll give you the information once again and talk a little bit more about the Espanol and how come Spain, the world champions in football, we passed the first round in the Olympic Games. So we might want to touch on.
You needed to say that.
Yeah.